What's good, everybody? Welcome back. It's Wednesday, new comic book day. And if you're as interested in new comic books as I am every week, you're in the right spot. Buckle up. We got a good stack of books. We got some fair discussion about today and a couple of announcements coming up. So everybody stay tuned. You're in the right spot. Holy sheet. It has happened. 1K has come and gone. We're there. Congratulations to everybody. The channel hit 1K. Let's see if it holds, and let's start getting something scheduled for that 1K Slabaganza giveaway. So this is your first time here. Hit that subscribe button, kick that notification bell, and hit one of those reaction buttons, and stay tuned for that Slabaganza live giveaway. It's going to be on a Saturday, and it's going to be early enough in the day for people like M3 Lions and some other OG watchers to hang out from across the pond, because it's going to be one big, massive celebration. So welcome back to New Comic Book Day Wednesday down here in the Comic Dojo. We've got a fair little stack of books, actually. After last week, this week definitely doesn't feel as absurd. It still kind of looks like a lot, but as far as reading goes, it's not too bad. We're going to hit up this chat really quick before we get into these books, because we've got some tailgaters. We've got some people hanging out, trying something different with the mic again, because I just can't get my mount quite right. Tell me if you guys can hear me all right and everything looks good and sounds good, because I can interact with you guys much better on my secondary live screen over here that's looping right now, so that I can see the chat much more in real time. StreamYard's always a little bit delayed, but still kind of in the way a little bit, isn't it? I think it's kind of messing with the focus of the camera. So we'll see. We'll play it out. We'll see what happens. Paul Dunn is in the house. What's good, man? But before Paul Dunn was even here, M3 Lions was in saying congratulations on 1K, and that Slabaganza giveaway is going to be happening, and he was getting ready to turn in, but it looks like he's still hanging out in the chat. Why didn't Bruce Banner's pants rip when he turned into the Hulk? Were they yoga pants? Something stretchy? The gamma radiation altered his genes. I bet it turned him into those yoga jeans. Holy moly, that's a good one, man. I got to remember that one for tomorrow. So much for sleeping, M3 Lion says. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. You always catch the replay. It's nice to see you in the live chat tonight, but get some sleep, man. Get some rest. Smash that like, everyone. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Nice one, Paul. Yeah, that was a good one. We're getting worked up. We're limbering up. We're getting loose, right? 1K, absolutely. Such a saga getting there. I see what you did there. Wait a minute, it's been fast, so it didn't feel like such a punisher. You got me. Saad, new comic book day. Congratulations on 1K. Yes, congratulations to all of you. It's going to be a fun ride seeing what happens after 1K. Like, what does the algorithm do? What does YouTube do? I don't know. It'll be kind of interesting to see how it plays out for this channel, because I've watched it play out for friends and a lot of other channels, and it was really neat and fun to see more people find the content that they're looking for out there. Happy new comic book day, everybody. Steve White, good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Happy new comic book day. Excelsior comic book people. Luke's Comics, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Zuni, little fist bump action for a Wednesday, right? Good to see you, man. Little 97844. Little, what's up, man? Don't forget, Little, let's hang out tomorrow, Thursday evening, for a bit, so we can give you some setup tips for whatnot. If you're okay doing it live, we'll do it live here down in the Comic Dojo. If not, we can do it privately. Either way, I think it'll be pretty fun. Ian Fiddler, good to see you, man. Let's go. Thanks for being here. Paul Dunn saying hey-o again. Steve says yay for 1K. Absolutely. In fact, it was kind of interesting. That 1K hit, and then all of a sudden YouTube dumped like an extra 10 or 15 subscribers on the channel that I wasn't, no notifications, no nothing. I don't get how YouTube works like that sometimes, and it's pretty interesting. It's loading. The dashboard says down to, so it went all the way up to 1,011, and then it dumped back down to 1,005. So I don't know how that works, but that's what's kind of interesting. Figure out and see what happens. So we'll keep trucking along. Slabaganza giveaway is the hashtag that you can use to get entered on that Slabaganza giveaway announcement video, that Road to 1,000 subscribers announcement video on the front of the page. Use that hashtag and comment in there. Use that hashtag in the top 50 comic book videos of 2021. Actually, that one should be really easy to find in my most watched section right near the top. Use that hashtag there for another entry to get in on that Slabaganza giveaway. And you know what else? While we're sitting here and while we're talking, before we get into these books, as far as announcement goes, this Friday coming up on the Whatnot app is my next auction, and that's how you get your third entry for the Slabaganza giveaways. Head over to Whatnot. If you haven't downloaded the app, download, check it out. Hit that follow button, and all of the followers on the Whatnot app for ComicManAndy there will get automatically on the list and entered for the Slabaganza giveaway. And as you can see there, this Friday, 8 p.m. we are returning to the dojo. Check out the funny little clip that's on there as a placeholder for now. We'll get something recorded either tonight or tomorrow and get that posted up for a quick preview of the books going on. Half the books are already loaded on that, so you can shop on there right now. And what I'm going to have some fun with on that Whatnot app is I'm going to be posting mystery slabs. I'll give you the grade, like the page quality, and it'll be CGC 9.8 Mega Mystery Slab, and it'll start for $1. And we are looking to bring some massive, massive value to the comic book community in that Whatnot auction format. That's going to be a ton of fun. You guys want a preview of one of the... You guys, live viewers tonight, will get a preview at that mega slab that's starting for $1. We will do that just after we do this first round of books. So the first go through the books, I will actually... It's sitting right here. We will preview this for all you guys. Keep your zipper up. Absolutely. We don't need any rusty zipper or moldy shoes going on. So let's finish hitting up this chat really quick. So that's the announcement. Whatnot auction this Friday night, 8 p.m. It is going to be a blast. And we're doing some mystery slabs in there that are starting for $1 that will have some massive, massive value for the community members out there. Woo! Yes. Excelsior, comic book people. Absolutely. Zuni says it sounds good. Almost a two-handler for your books, Andy. Yeah, almost. But still not anywhere near as much as last week. Josh G, good to see you. I know Josh G's on the Whatnot app. So Josh G, you're in the prime position to see the sneak peek at that $1 start CGC 9.8 Mega Mystery Slab that's going to be on there. Slim Comics and more. Thanks for being here, man. If you guys don't know Slim Comics, make sure you check out his channel and his content. Has great shows over there and excellent unboxings. 1K, even if it wasn't for me. Mishu Seaman messaged me the other night and said he's subscribed to hit 1K. He was the 1,000 subscriber because he unsubscribed and dipped it below and then resubscribed. Thanks for the laugh, man. Absolutely. Thanks, Slim. Congrats on 1K. Congrats to all of you guys watching and hanging out. Absolutely. We're running right down the chat here. Stout man. Good to see you. Everybody's starting to roll in here. It is going, man. And it is going well. We're getting primed. We're getting pumped. We're getting amped. And we're going to start. What does that even mean? We're going to start having some fun. We're already having some fun, but we're going to keep it rolling. Oh, yeah. Whip them out. So we are definitely going to preview that coming up. This Whatnot auction sounds amazing. Hashtag mystery slabs. Yes, it's not like a mystery slab that's $500 or $400. It's a mystery slab that is a mystery to almost everybody except for you live viewers down here in the Comic Dojo. You guys will get to see it, and it'll start for $1. So that'll be interesting. We'll see what that happens. That mystery is not going to be a mystery long for you guys. 1 a.m. and the wife just got home from the ER fixing people, and she has been busy because not many doctors, and she knackered, so we have been chatting up. Yes, absolutely, man. It's always good to spend some time with your loved ones, even if it's 1 a.m. and you're just home from work. Those shifts can be tough. That's the real hero in the chat tonight is M3 Lions, significant other coming back from the emergency room. That's the real hero tonight. Question, Andy, on average at any given time of books, how many books are in your collection? About 45 short boxes of raw books. And what we'll do, we will do a room tour at some point here soon. Let's say after this Whatnot auction, I've got some vacation coming up so I can get this dojo cleaned down here. And I'd actually like to utilize some new recording equipment to do a 4K 60. Probably won't be 4K after I upload and render it. But either way, do like a room tour down here so you guys can see it. I've got 3 sets of shelves. And between those 3 sets of shelves, there's about 15 boxes of slabs. And there's about 45 short boxes of raw books. So it's getting up there. It's getting pretty big, which is one of the main reasons why you start buying a lot of stuff to get 1 or 2 books because of package deals, because of collections, because of whatever, you name it. You find good deals, and you know you're going to find somebody that's going to want that book for $1 later at some point. So you just kind of stash everything in the dojo down here in the basement because you know you're going to run into somebody at some point that's going to want that book for a really good rate or $1 or whatever. You're passing those deals along to friends and community members and family members. So that's kind of one of the main goals for being on the Whatnot app is to clear out space for the personal collection as the personal collection grows. And it's also time to take those good deals I found over the years and pass them on to the community. So that's what I'm definitely looking forward to because all of my Whatnot auctions start for $1. They all start for $1. I'm holding that for this next auction, and we'll keep going with that for the time being. But bet you like those raw books. They are definitely raw and written hard and putting away wet. Oh, we've got the great Herminio Reyes Jr.'s in the house. What's up, Big Herm? Big Herm's just coming off his last show on his channel. If I remember correctly, not too long ago. Be sure you check out Big Herm Collectibles YouTube channel. Don't miss any of his content, along with DJ Links and Remy Q Studios. Those guys have been hanging out a lot together. And Sam with Big Herm. Really good content, a fun time. Absolutely. 45 boxes. Wow, nice. Looking forward to that room tour for sure. It's just kind of a hot mess more often than not. So it's like it'd be nice to get it all cleaned up. Short boxes, bags, and boards are hard to find right now. Yeah, until I think today, my LCS got 2 pallets dropped off to them from a shipper, so they should be fully stocked unless they're going to get cleared out in the next couple of days. Either way, come on, Mama. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Hey, comic fam. Absolutely. Everybody's saying hi. Ed says hello from Kalamazoo. Good to see you, Ed. Because Ed is in the chat hanging out. What is up, man? Good to see you. Big Herm drives a hype video when he joins. Absolutely. Did you see the 1 in 25? I did not see the 1 in 25 yet. So we're going to get into these books so we can get to that preview. It's been 12 minutes. Everybody's filtered in. It's been a hot minute. So we're getting into these books. And let me get some water. I'm talking for a good 10, 15 minutes to start. Always keeping ice water down here in the dojo because you never know when you're going to get a little parched. But we've got a DC book this week. Any guesses? We've got one DC book, and it is Nice House on the Lake number 3. This is my pick for read of the week for me. This book, I didn't even wait to get out of the LCS. I stood in the LCS, leaned up against a pole, and stood there and read this book through. And then this is the first thing I read when I got home. So Nice House on the Lake number 3 is out. I still don't quite understand the connection to the symbols. It might have something to do with the sculptures that they're running into on there. I don't know. But it's day 4 in the world of these characters, and already one's getting cabin fever so bad, he goes on a little adventure. Pretty interesting. He finds some interesting stuff based on where they leave you at the end of this issue. I cannot wait for issue 4. Really looking forward to that. So Nice House on the Lake. If you enjoyed the first couple of issues, you're going to enjoy this issue, and you're not going to want to let go of this series just yet. It's a small enough series that you might as well buckle up for the ride and stay tuned to see what happens and where this goes. Because if it was an ongoing series, like a lot of other people, I'd be holding out my judgment or holding out what I'm going to do until like the 5th, 6th, or 7th issue for that first story arc. But this is what, 10, 12 issues? I'm just going to see this through. It's Tinian writing, and Tinian's been gold. Tinian's been writing gold, so I can't wait to see where this goes. And all of the other kind of horror writers are definitely taking a backseat to what Tinian's doing lately. So that is my pick for read of the week this week. And it was kind of an obvious pick because I've really been loving Nice House on the Lake. Nice House on the Lake. I've got a small collector's lot that's going to be hitting that Whatnot auction this Friday as well. So if you're missing out on Whatnot, or if you're missing out on Nice House on the Lake, fear not. There will be a $1 start lot for Nice House on the Lake this Friday. And then moving right into Marvel books, Bounty Hunters number 15. Didn't get a chance to sit down and read this one. I continue to add Bounty Hunters to the reading pile. These go right to the wife upstairs in her short box. She's heavily invested in that series right now, watching or reading that one. So that hit the pull list and came home. And so did this very cool variant cover of a Wanted poster, Valence. So that's in there as well. And I think it's safe to say we're going to start cutting back or toning back on the Star Wars variant covers. They're starting to get a little I'm not wowed by the variant covers much as of lately, but the Bounty Hunters Lucasfilm 50th anniversary one, I love the gold border. I'm digging this. I think this would look good, really good slabbed at some point. I hope I can make a whole set of these, actually. I know I missed a couple, but if I can get a whole set of these together and get them slabbed and get them graded at 9.8, that would be stellar addition to the CGC slab collection. Still up with Marvel, we now have the War of the Bounty Hunters, Forlom and Zuckus, and just the way they did this title just makes me read this as Zuck ass. I don't know why. Every time I look at it, it's Zuck ass. Either way, this is going to be a fun read. It's going on the reading pile. You guys can hate me this week again for not getting everything read, but I read a few books. And I'm just really heavy into indies lately, and the Star Wars stuff. It's the War of the Bounty Hunters I definitely need to get caught up on. In fact, I'm probably going to sit down and read the 2 to 3 issues that I'm behind on, actually. So the next variant for Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, the Forlom and Zuckus wanted poster for Django. This one actually looks really cool. I love the purple. I almost wish there was a virgin variant of just this with no trade on it, nothing else. This would look actually really cool. Hey, Mom, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I know you guys are getting excited for the mini human to come visit. That is definitely on the docket because that's going to be a nice, quiet weekend in the comic dojo up here. So then this extra variant for Forlom and Zuckus is here. I don't know. The variants, I'm just not feeling very inspired or motivated. They're there in the pull list, and I think I'm probably going to start cutting back to cover A. I just felt like War of the Bounty Hunters. I felt like they were going to go way over the top with War of the Bounty Hunters, and I don't feel like they're going over the top. I feel like it's a tie-in to release some other books, but they're not going over the top, and I really kind of wish they would. The writing's been good. The stories have been good. But as far as variants and covers, there's been some good ones, but more often than not, more than half have just kind of been eh. So grabbing them at cover price, minus the discount, I've been okay with. Some of these 1 in 25s, this one is definitely a little bit better. This one, I think, would look better as a trade, though. The 1 in 25 Super Log variant. Yes, I think I said that right. Super Log. Super Log. Is that really the artist's name? Super Log? Interesting. So that looks pretty dope. That would look really good slab. I think that would look really good as a virgin variant. They're not going to do virgin variants on all of these, though. Either way, I can wish and I can hope, right? So moving on from Marvel, we're getting into the indie books, and this is where I spent most of my time and most of my day reading today because there were some great reads. Geiger number 5 is out, and I am still having a lot of fun with Jeff John's story here with Geiger. This is... It advances the story. It doesn't leave you. It picks up. Well, a story's always going to pick up where it leaves off. But I mean, what I'm getting at is they explain what happened at the end of the last issue, and you find out a little bit more, and you're given a little bit of hope, and then that hope's kind of jarred, and you're like, uh-oh, things aren't as good as you thought they were going to be when you found help, when you found the good guys. Either way, this has been fun. I'm going to continue reading this. Jeff Johns is doing a really good job on that. I'm digging the art in that as well. That's art from... Actually, I can't read it from here. But one book that I wish I would have gotten off my keister and read, and I didn't, was Stillwater number 9. So Stillwater has been really good. Chip Zdarsky's. I've been digging Chip Zdarsky. I should have read this one. I don't know why. I got through 4 or 5 books, and then it was dinner time, and then after dinner, spent some time with the mini-human and hung out and played. And then I realized, oh, yeah, I want to get back to reading. Either way, this one will be on the docket for tonight right after the show. Because right after the show, we're going to be doing some more comic reading, and we're also going to be doing some more loading books on the Whatnot app for this Friday. So Stillwater, number 9. Definitely looking forward to that. One book, indie book that's out for a number 1 that I did make sure to read, and I had forgotten that I added this to my pull list. I'm kind of excited for this, was The Me You Love in the Dark. Now, granted, looking at the title and looking at the cover, this is something that I wouldn't normally pick up off on the shelf, right? I wouldn't pick off the shelf as something up my alley. And the reason why I went with this is simply because of the creative team. If you look at the cover, Scotty Young and George Corona, I butcher names all the time. Hopefully that's correctly. George Corona or Jorge Corona? Somebody help me out here. Either way, this is the same creative team from Middle West. And I absolutely love Middle West, so I'm willing to give this a shot. First issue was fun. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where the second issue goes. The story is kind of 90s movie cliche-ish, but either way, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I don't know if somebody help me out here. Is that gonna be okay? 5-issue run. Thank you, M3 Lines. That's what I was wondering. It's just gonna be a 5-issue run. In my opinion, cover price minus my LCS's discount for being a member there. Those 5 issues are going to be worth at least reading to see where that goes. See what kind of spin Scotty Young throws on that. Hopefully, it's not too cliche. Either way. Next up, ooh, getting parched tonight. Definitely got to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Without further ado, next up from Image is a book I'll see straight through all the way to the very end. Walking Dead Deluxe number 20 is out. I will say it every time this drops. I am absolutely in love with the fact that I get to relive this story issue to issue in full color. And one thing I'm starting to realize is I had forgotten how wordy and how dialogue heavy Kirkman was with this series. Either way, still digging it. Still loving it. Can't wait for the next issue to come out. One of my favorite parts of this issue is when you open it up, those first couple of pages, is some zombie interaction that you didn't quite get or see earlier in the story that really makes you wonder what the hell is going on. And a little bit of comedy with some zombie action there. So last book of the week, leaving Image, we're going over to Boom Studios, was Basilisk number 3. Cullen Bunn. A lot of people are hyped for this. A lot of people are really interested in reading this. I want to hear what you, the community members, feel about this book. If you've read it today, if you haven't read it today, or if you're about to read it, I'll say the exact same thing I said about issue 1. Is there should be more meat on the bone here. I'm reading the story. It's mildly interesting for me. As far as Cullen Bunn and as far as Boom Studios and the caliber of reads that we've been seeing from top-end writers like Cullen Bunn and top-end publishers like Boom, like Boom, there should be more meat on the bone. This should leave me wanting a lot more. Second issue picked up a little bit, got a little bit better. Third issue just kind of like, okay, what exactly was the point of half of this book? Was it simply just to display their powers? It seemed very ham-fisted to throw them in a truck stop, rest stop kind of situation, traveling across the country and then be pinched. It was very, very late 80s Smokey and the Bandit, comedy-esque, ham-fisted. You stop and use the... I'm not going to spoil the story for you guys. If you enjoyed Basilisk, you're still going to enjoy this one, don't get me wrong. But I'm expecting a lot more from this creative team, to be honest with you. I really am. I kind of ranted a little bit. I'm left flabbergasted at why the story is panning out the way it is and why it's kind of so ham-fisted location-wise. There needs to be more meat on the bones. There needs to be a little bit more detail. There needs to be a hair bit more dialogue. I feel like there's a lot of things missing dialogue-wise that should be in there that I'm no comic book writer. I'm no storyteller by any means. But this definitely, where you've got Kirkham over here with heavy dialogue on one series, you're kind of like, wow, it's like this is taking a while to read this. And you're looking for something right in the middle for that. This definitely falls on the other end of the spectrum where it's like, wait a second. It seems unfinished. It seems unpolished. And I expect that from a new creative team, like a new writer and a new artist putting out their first, second, or third books. I don't expect that from this creative team in Boom Studios. So hopefully this picks up and gets a lot better. I don't know what their goal or aim is with this series. I don't know if it's going to be ongoing. I don't know if it's going to be a mini series. I wish I was talking about Firepower Burke, but Basilisk, I'm left wanting more. Am I going to pick up the next couple issues? Yeah, because I'm left wanting more substance in this story. And I know they can deliver it. We'll see what happens. Either way, that's new comic book day. That's the lineup. Get ready. Buckle up. Stay tuned for the sneak peek at the big mega slab starting tomorrow for $1. Let me hit up this chat again really quick here. Oh boy. Art from Van Gogh. Van Gogh, Van Gogh, either way. I bet that will look really good slabbed at some point. That's what she said. This is so true. Hold me closer, Tiny Onion. Yes, absolutely. New comic book day was good for everyone else as it was for me. Hopefully it was, man. It was good. There were some great reads, and I didn't feel overwhelmed with the amount of books I was picking up. I actually had probably the cheapest new comic book day pickup I've had in months. So cheap to the point where I picked up some back issues and picked up some supplies and left them sitting on the other side of the room and they're not ready. But hashtag water, absolutely got to stay hydrated. Happy new comic book day. Yes, stay hydrated, Big Herm says. Bet you like leaning up on the pool. I mean, I'm going to stand there and I'm going to read comic books at some point if I'm that into them, like Nice House on the Lake. Read it, then picked it up, and then picked up the one behind it. Okay, gotcha. That's what she said. Hold me closer, Tiny Onion. Tiny Onion has been great, but Department of Truth, he has been making that as a novel as of late. And geez, yeah, you're not wrong right there. Department of Truth has been one of those series that I have to read, go back, read a couple of issues before that, and then read that issue again. I got to have time to absorb that. It's like a kind of mixed up newer version of X-Files with some other really cool stuff. I can't wait for that. Burke family, the recap is coming here soon. We're hitting up this chat, and then we'll move on to that. 10 more days until Free Comic Book Day. I'm excited for that because the House of Slaughter Free Comic Book Day preview, 616 Comics has sent some of those here to the Comic Dojo. When that package gets received, those issues are going to be added to giveaways as well. I can't wait for that. I can't give them away till the 14th, though. So we'll see what happens there. I bet you look really good slabbed at some point. That's what she said. Hey, Mom. Yes, once again, thanks for being here. Nice House on the Lake #3 is my pick of this week as well. I waited until I got home and read it first. I read it like I said, I read it at the store, and then I read it again at home while I was there. Art from Van Gogh. Anybody grab all the Skybound X issues first time? No, because there was literally like almost no advertisement leading up to that release. So there's, for me as a consumer, had no idea what it was about. I had no interest peaked up. I haven't heard a single person talking about it online or in the community anywhere. And then when I did see it, it was overwhelming wall space of variants and covers and issues of a book that I had no understanding about. And I'm like, I'll just read it digitally. I'm not even going to try it. It looked like short box filler for me. It looked like it would just take up a ton of space in short boxes that I don't have a lot of right now is space. You want to see what Scotty Young does with that? Absolutely. The Me You Love in the Dark. I'm looking forward to that. 5-issue run. Loving Geiger. Stoutman says, absolutely. I'm unsure on Basilisk. I'm unsure as well. There are a lot of people liking it, but I'm wondering how those people are feeling about issue 3 now. So I'm hoping people watch this on the replay, catch the replay, and comment down below their thoughts on Basilisk #3. Either I'm crazy or it's just I'm crazy. I'm sure I'm crazy. It's me. It's Morphin Time, Andy, man. Good to see you. Burke Family 54. Hashtag stay nasty. If you don't know Burke Family, you need to know Burke Family. You got to check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his content and join the membership for the Burke Family over there. It's a good time. You're going to love those auctions that he has going on with some great packaging and some great deals. And you're going to love the weekly content he puts out. Always catch that stuff on the replay. TM Nerdy Station, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. M3 Lions is still reading, but you're talking about Basilisk. You're still going to read it, but your jury's still out. Absolutely. Always have to wait a week and read any new book because all the comics. So Stoutman, yeah, you're on that online train. If you're ordering and waiting for stuff to get shipped, Whatnot might be a good app for you. Check out some of those sellers on Wednesday, some of those comic book sellers, because they are motivated to ship faster and ship better than some of those online retailers. So you might be able to get some books at a quicker time frame, and you might still be able to get some of those discounts as well. So some new comic book day grabs for $1 or $2 undercover, that's a possibility. I've seen some of those go like that. So check that out and check out Wednesdays, because that's going to be a new avenue on Whatnot that people are eventually going to keep getting onto that train and that thought train and that idea of it's another way to get comic books out to people that can't get to an LCS on Wednesdays. And those priority shipments are quick when they get out in the middle of the week early enough. Absolutely. Big chat jump here. You must be talking about Firepower. It was actually talking about Basilisk. Jury's still out. Basilisk is very dull. Might drop it soon. Okay. Good to know, Slim. And I know it's good to know. It's a little reassuring that it's not just me that's looking for more. and feels like it could be a little more polished and a little more delivered there. TM, absolutely. What's up, nerdy? Recap is coming, Burke. Hang tight. What did Alfred say upon seeing that Batman didn't fit in his new utility belt? What a waste. Oh, man, absolutely. Travis, hey. Big Herm, hey. Everybody saying hi. My shop didn't get DC books this week. My shop got DC books on time this week, but they didn't get any of the other Marvel or indie books until like this afternoon. When I showed up after running my errands, they were still processing books into pulls in the afternoon, which is very uncommon for them. It's not that that doesn't usually happen. So the last year and a half, 2 years, that was the first major like delay for Marvel and indie books. So I'm wondering what's happening there. Be interesting to hear a little bit more. Mitch Joel, good to see you. Looking forward to the Me You Love in the Dark from Scotty. Yeah, it was good. That same creative team that did Middle West, they did great things with Middle West. So I'm looking forward to this 5-issue series for that. That's going to be kind of fun. I'm just hoping it's not like a cliche horror romance, like 90s kind of ghost Patrick Swayze cliche kind of thing. Hopefully that's not going down that route. Either way, I'm part of Whatnot Andy, and I follow you as I can. Guess yes, Stout Man. Absolutely. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It is going to be a blast this Friday. We are going to crank the tunes. We're going to have a great time. So if you guys, even if people aren't buying, come hang out. The more people that are there watching, the more likely I am to throw up stuff, crazy good stuff for $1. It's a ton of fun. Chad RCG and Whatnot has some of the greatest books I've seen so far for killer deals. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I picked up some of his mystery slabs for level 1 and level 2 or level 3 and made some pretty epic scores and scored a GP most recently on his capo level mystery slabs and got an ASM 122, Death of the Green Goblin, I think it was, and a CBCS 8.5. And I paid 60% under because it was a mystery slab and it was a GP hit on that. And that was absolutely amazing. I'm behind in the UK. Buy my favorites, Scotty Young, but read online so my books are pristine. I'm there with the M3, man. If it's something so desperately hot that I have to, I'll read it online and I'll buy like 2 copies. I'll buy it if I have to have a paper reader in hand, that way I have one. And I've got a pristine issue kept behind for the collection. I just wish I would have done that for something as Killing the Children. I didn't, because Once in Future dropped at the same time, and I'm following a fly over here, and it's driving me up the wall. And how a fly is in the comic dojo down here already is killing me. But Once in Future and Something's Killing the Children dropped at the same time. Well, at that point, I would have been picking up 4 books for 2 reads every time it dropped. And I couldn't keep pace with that, so I just did 1 of each, and I'm kind of regretting that now. Once in Future has been amazing, but either way, I didn't pick up last year. I didn't pick up last year either. I don't know what Marvel's goal and aim is for that. Well, once again, no advertising, no idea what's going on. It must be something spun off, or if people are reading Venom regularly, they probably have they probably have a better idea than I do. I have not been reading Venom for the last 5 or 6 issues. I don't know. I'm going to have to read it digitally and find out what's going on. But there were plenty of covers there, and there were plenty still on the shelf telling me that not many people were buying it at the moment. Maybe it'll be a sleeper thing. It looks like it might be a new character. I don't know. Absolutely. Love you too, man. Good to see you again. I wish we had a Whatnot in Canada, so Canadian members can download the Whatnot app, and you should be able to hang out and purchase from there, because if I remember correctly, I've actually shipped an international package from Whatnot. So they handle all of that stuff. Give it a shot. Download it on your Apple or Android device on your phone and see if you can at least check it out and hang out. The shipping fees probably aren't going to be great, but that's where you can contact people like me directly on IG, and we can talk too as well. You know what I mean? There's always that avenue. Nick's Kicks and Comics, thanks for being here, man. If you guys don't know Nick's Kicks and Comics, you need to subscribe to him, check him out, and hang out. That avatar right there, I think, is a new clip of a shirt that he just recently got and shared on IG. It's a shirt he made it for his channel. It was actually pretty dope looking. Good evening to all the members of this fine chat. Thanks for being here, man. We are going to hit a recap of the books here very shortly. And as soon as we catch up on the chat, I am doing a preview of a mystery slab that's going on this Whatnot auction this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and starting for $1. And you guys, let me know how you feel about this. If it really is exciting or if it's boring, I definitely would like some feedback. Hey, Nick. Hey, come on, Mama. Andy, how can you tell a dad joke? Come on. It should be apparent. It is definitely apparent. You know what I mean? Last year is supposed to be introducing a new symbiote. I snagged 3 copies. Okay, that's kind of what it looked like based on Marvel did the standard designer variant or something like that. You could tell just by looking at the cover. It was Marvel's like basic play on a new character. And I'm just kind of looked at it and I'm like, well, this looks a lot like a lot of the other Marvel releases. I'm like, I wasn't motivated at all. A new symbiote though, sure. Symbiote fans are going to be happy for that. They're going to look forward to it. I have it. Canada can't buy and ship. That's unfortunate. I have to check out the chat boards and see if that's something they're going to be changing soon. Because I could have sworn that some people in Canada were buying. I don't know. That's unfortunate to hear. I can do Whatnot, and I'm in the UK, but I have. Okay, so that's the difference. M3 Lions is using a USA shipping address. So you're having books shipped to an address in the United States and somebody is cross-shipping them from there to you? Is that what you're doing? So maybe it's Joel or Mitch. Sorry, man. Maybe if you have a U.S. shipping address available to you through a friend or family member that you can attach to a PayPal account, that might be the difference. That might be what I'm hearing about other people in Canada and other countries. That's how they're able to get some of that stuff. That must be the trick. Either way, absolutely. Herminio Reyes Station. Good to see you. So yes, we will do a recap. But for those of you hanging out here, sneak peek for this Friday. It is currently listed on the Whatnot app as a super mega secret mega CGC 9.8 book that's going to start for $1. And I'm announcing it here just to you guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Starting for $1 this Friday. Eternals number 2, 9.8. It's time for this book to find a new home. It's time for somebody really excited about Eternals to enjoy this and add this to their collection. Maybe it's a grail for somebody. I don't know. But it's going to start for $1. I contemplated long and I contemplated hard. Either way, about what to do exactly with this book, because it wasn't going to stay in the PC. I know there are other people out there that are looking for this, and I know every time I look on eBay, the prices for this book are like $3,500, $2,500. They just recently had a sale of this book for like somebody scored a lucky buy at around $1,300 for this in 9.8, and good for them. I'm glad they did. But every time I go on there, the 30 price variants extremely expensive, and then just standard 9.8s are expensive as well. Let's bring some value to the comic community. And so I have this loaded temporarily up as a mystery slab, and the only people that know about it are the 20 of you guys watching right now, and anybody that potentially catches the replay on this tomorrow or Friday. So they're catching the replay of this and seeing this sneak peek just before the auction. So I have it listed as a 10 p.m. start for $1 mystery slab. And I even debated adding this as kind of a ploy. I'm like pricing it for like $2 or $3 grand. Because you guys know what I do usually. I get towards the end of an auction and I just kind of like start them for $1 anyways. So tell me what you guys think. Is this interesting? Is this exciting? Is there anybody out there that's excited about Eternals? Eternals kind of isn't my thing. So it's time to find this book a new home, starting for $1. We're bringing great value to the community because this book can be had between $1,500 and $3,500. If you wanted to buy one immediately right now on eBay, you could do it for $3,500. It's starting for $1 on Whatnot this Friday, and we're going to see where this goes, and we're going to bring somebody's going to get a great value buying this, absolutely. So that's the sneak peek for the mystery slab, and maybe I'll download this and reload it, and I'll clip out that little sneak peek so it leaves people wondering. Either way, absolutely. Little says, oh my God, I need that to go with my Eternals number 1. I'll give you 1,200, Zuni says immediately. Well, dang it. I've already committed to starting this for $1 for the community on the Whatnot auction. So I'm going to stick with that. I'll stick with my guns and I'll stay with that. Someone please buy this book, she says. So if you guys even aren't interested in buying, come show up and hang out and see what it goes for. 10 o'clock this Friday night, because the auction is going to start at 8. It's going to be 15, 20 minutes of prep and startup. So you won't have, it'll be like an hour and a half wait for that book hits. 1 minute auctions, and then if the auctions extend a little bit, let's call it 2 minutes per auction. That's not that many auctions to sit through or wait for that to show up. So that one's starting at 10. I'm also going to load up a mystery slab that's going to start at 9 p.m. And I'm still trying to pick something out. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be right now off the top of my head, but it's going to be a 9.8. It's going to be white pages. It's going to be CGC, and it's going to be something that's been in the news recently. So there'll be a 9 p.m. mystery CGC slab starting for $1 at 9.8, and then there'll be another one at 10. And then there's already plenty of slabs loaded up on there now. I think there's another 6 or 7 slabs loaded on there now that you guys can shop and look through, that they'll be starting for $1 as well. So M3 says, I'll trade it for an ASM 55. No, he won't. He won't. Zuni won't give you $12.50. Come on, Mama said absolutely not. She said, shut that down quick. All right. Burke family's been asking for a recap on the books here for a hot minute. So, Burke, if you're still here, here comes the recap for this new comic book day and what we picked up. And I'll go pretty much backwards with it. Basilisk issue number 3 is out, and I ranted a little bit. There should be more meat on the bones. A creative team like Cullen Bunn and Jonas, this creative team, there should be a lot more to this book, in my opinion. It kind of feels ham-fisted, like the location and how it played out, and it's just like, why? It just didn't make sense. It didn't add up, and I'm left wanting more. Not like I can't wait for the next issue to come out. Like I'm like, what was the point? What was the point of this issue? Is what I'm left wondering. So, still gonna see where that goes. Walking Dead Deluxe number 20 is out. I love the way this issue opens up with the zombie interactions with each other. And I will say it again all the time. I continue to absolutely look forward to buying this series issue to issue now in full color and reliving this experience. Absolutely cannot wait for some major story arc stuff to happen here soon there. We're coming up to some killer, crazy, heartbreakingly horrifying stuff that's going to happen in there. Stillwater number 9 is next up on the reading block. Reading block? Next up in order to read tonight after this episode, after this show tonight. Getting thirsty again. Hashtag stay hydrated. Ice water's good. War of the Bounty Hunters, issue 15. This is the wanted poster variant for Valence. This is pretty cool. I'm kind of digging this. I really like the other one a little bit better, though. Bounty Hunters, issue 15. I think this is cover A. These Bounty Hunter covers, I feel like they could be doing a lot more with the real estate that's there, though. Like I said, reading pile for me. It goes immediately to the wife upstairs in her short box because she's reading this series heavily. Then we've got The Me You Love in the Dark from the same creative team as Middle West, and I absolutely loved Middle West. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. 5-issue miniseries, M3 Lion says. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's not a cliche 90s ghost Patrick Swayze-ish kind of romantic horror. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But there is a marketplace for that. There is a marketplace for readers or for books like that. There's plenty of readers out there that would like that. I just kind of hope that it doesn't happen because then I've got 5 issues that'll end up getting sent somewhere else and somebody else will enjoy it at some point. But at least I'll have the experience for that series. Geiger number 5. Speaking of good experiences and fun books to read, Jeff Johns. I've been having a lot of fun with this series. Still having fun with it. Still keeping it on the pull list. Then we continue to go back to Star Wars. We've got the 1 in 25 Superlog. Superlog? Superlog? It says it on there. Is that right? Is that right? Superlog? The 1 in 25 Superlog. Forlom and Zuckass. It's a good looking cover. I just I can't get over the Superlog name. And we've got the next variant cover for Forlom and Zuckass right there. Like, I feel like they could be doing a lot more with this real estate, to be honest with you. It's not terrible, but I feel like they could go next level with it. Then the variant that I really did like from this was the Django wanted poster. I feel like this would be a stellar Virgin variant. I almost wish I had that opportunity to get this in a Virgin variant. I love that purple. Tonight's theme, this week's theme with my shows have been purple openings. You guys notice that I'm starting to color coordinate a little bit better. Instead of being randomly week to week, it's going to be color coordinated because it looks kind of cool on the playlist on the channel. When you go and you look at all of the playlists as they line up, you get red, you get purple, you get gold, you get green, you get blue. I'm having fun with it. I kind of like it. I don't know. Either way. Then cover A of Forlom and Zuckass issue 1 there. Was this a one-shot for War of the Bounty Hunters? I think this is a one-shot for War of the Bounty Hunters, because wasn't Jabba the Hutt, that issue, also a one-shot as well? That's one I hadn't read yet, and I need to read to get caught up. And then the Lucasfilm 50th Anniversary Bounty Hunters number 15. I'm digging these gold borders, and these are going to look really good slabbed. And this is actually a pretty sweet cover. I'm not sure. It says Star Tours. Does that have something to do with the Star Wars theme park down there? Either way, cool cover. Got it at cover price plus a discount, and I think it'll look good slabbed. Adding it to the Star Wars collection, which means I'll probably never see it again, and it'll end up in the wife's short box upstairs when she comes down and snags them. Last book on the recap is That Nice House on the Lake, and this is my pick for read of the week, and it was good. I read it once in the store before I even paid for everything, and then read it again as soon as I got home, and then I read it digitally again after dinner. So digging Nice House on the Lake. Tinian's doing great things. Issue 3. And it was, what, a 10-issue or a 12-issue series? I cannot wait to see where that goes. So that's New Comic Book Day. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We'll go over these announcements one more time as we go over this chat. But you guys saw that preview for that 9.8 mystery slab for Friday, right? If you haven't seen the preview and you're just showing up and you missed it, catch that on the replay in a little bit, because that's the sneak peek for people that are staying live. That's the reward for staying live and watching that. Drunk and messing with words, not entirely. Was that? But it's not quite, man. Definitely water. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Basilisk? Leave a comment down below. I know those of you that have been in the chat talking about it have mixed feelings like I do, so that's kind of reassuring that it's not me just being crazy. Either way, Whatnot auction coming up this Friday, 8 p.m. Mystery slab starting. Everything starting for $1. There is a CGC 9.8 giveaway that is lined up for this Friday's auction, and it is a, what do you want to say? It's a headliner. It's a headliner title, 9.8 CGC. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to giving that a home and give that. And it's going to be a wheel of names. Everybody that wins an auction is getting entered on the wheel of names, and there's no limit to how many times you can win and get entered on the wheel of names. So that should be a ton of fun. So we've got some more books to load up, but head over to the Whatnot app right now, hit that follow button, and then hit that bookmark button for Friday's auction and build that number up, because that's going to help motivate me to find more stuff to find that I can find more stuff that I can find. Find more stuff that I can find. Dig through there are currently 30 short boxes out here with the lids off that I've been digging through. And the more you guys motivate me to keep digging, the more stuff I'm going to find to put up there for $1. It's going to be a ton of fun. So absolutely, look at his eye there, sagging, looking, playing Andy. Yeah, playing, absolutely. He did just say Zuck ass. I mean, look at the trade dress that's on there. I mean, you can look at that. Look at that. I mean, just the way they've got that out there. Come on now. Come on now. I feel like they could have done a better job with the trade dress for the War of the Bounty Hunters than that just toilet paper looking swipe across the top and then slap it. I feel like somebody dropped the ball on that. I really kind of do. But the War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in has been a good read. It has been a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie there. That has been great. I'll trade it for an ASM 55. He says, I don't think you would. I don't think you want to. I really don't think you want to. But it's starting for $1. You're not wrong there. It is definitely better than Fukas. Absolutely. So much love for you, Andy. Hey, so much love for you guys. Thanks for being here every week. You guys, once again, we've hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I will show you guys just where that's at. And we will celebrate that for a moment, because that's a big deal. The number's not a big, the number is not what the big deal is. It's about the journey. It's about the adventure. It's about making new friends, new family members, and spending time with this comic community as we get into the analytics and look there. And then we get into the monetization, and we will actually share this real quick. Share screen. Here we go. And if you guys see that and scroll down here, 1,000 subscribers, there's almost 8,300 watch hours for the channel. Can I zoom into that? Yes, we can. That blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind that this channel has almost hit 8,300 public watch hours. That's thanks wholly in part to you guys who continue to show up every week, hang out, and have a blast down here in the Comic Dojo. It's nuts. It's awesome. It's very, very cool. I'm humbled. I'm honored that you guys are here watching every week, and it's a ton of fun. And it motivates me to do more longer form content and hang out with you guys, because it shows that it pays off. I asked that question. I asked that feedback several months ago. several months ago about, did you guys want longer form content or shorter form content? And there were people that wanted both, but the majority of people in the community that come and hang out down here in the Comic Dojo said longer form content. So we're going back to that hour-long, that 45-minute to hour-long show, but I am happy to clip micro content for those shows to drop for people that have shorter availability to absorb content, especially the unboxings. New Comic Book Day, I haven't quite figured out how to drop micro content for that. And it's going to be an editing nightmare to clip each little book, and it might not play out very well. So for the short term, just dropping micro content from the Monday mail call show has been a lot of fun, and I've received good feedback for that. It was good to see a lot of people in the communities commenting on that video, because that tells me that the people that aren't able to make it to the longer live shows are looking forward to those smaller form 10-minute shows. So yes, absolutely, Wowzers is right. I can't believe it, because that makes me wonder what's going to happen 6 months from now. Because I'm still planning on doing Mondays and Wednesdays at a minimum. At a minimum, the Sunday live stream has been a ton of fun too, going for 2 or 3 hours, bagging and boarding. I get to see a ton of friends from the community, and that's been a blast. So that'll keep happening. But yeah, we did a recap. We hit up the chat several times. We did a couple announcements. We even did a sneak peek for this Friday and shared that Mega Slab. So I'm looking forward to that. So look for some micro content Thursday or Friday to drop on the channel from this past Monday show. And then check out that Whatnot auction. I can't wait to see you guys and hang out there. It is a challenging blast. It's a challenge. It's a bit of a challenge to organize that and get in the groove. And then once you're in the groove, I think I have more fun than everybody else there. So once again, everybody, thank you for hanging out down here in the ComicManAndy Comic Cave and Comic Dojo. It's been a blast. It's been a New Comic Book Day. I hope it's as recharging and energizing as it is for me, for you. You know what I mean? Because comic books, this connective tissue that we have, that we call comic books, is great, right? But what's even more important than that are all of you every week, all the time, supporting each other and just giving each other that nod and sharing suggestions, because that interaction and that support is more important for everybody than most people know and realize. So yeah. You guys know how I'm going to do it, right? I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side for the next video. And don't forget, most important part, all day, every day, stay original and take care of each other. Peace.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The holler boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold.